Greetings and good morning, fellow gardeners all over the earth. So it's been a busy couple of days and I have been driving because I went to visit, that's right, Protea World. Here is a baby Protea, a beautiful bud in the center. It's only small and I believe this variety is a Repens, and I absolutely love Proteas and I was willing to make the drive. It was a huge day and I left here at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I would have got back at 5:45 at night, and I hadn't slept the night before. That's a whole other story. I actually locked myself out of my house coming back from my mother's house. And anyway, it was a tiring day, and a lack of sleep on top of that made it even more tiring. And because I didn't really know where I was going, it made it all that much fun. So I went down to Protea World, and Protea World is actually located in South Australia on the Fleurieu Peninsula, far away from me. And I went down to get my fare of Proteas because as you're going to see, I'm going to show you a few little clips along the way of going to Protea World. I had spoken to the owner and she had said to me, look, you are better off to drive down here because the varieties that you're seeing publicly available on our website, they're not going to be selling online. And some of those varieties are the most beautiful Proteas, and I was kind of gutted that they weren't being sold online. So I said, okay, I'll make the drive, and I did. First and last time, just because it is so busy. I avoided Adelaide, the capital city, going into the hills surrounding the city, but it was just as busy because it was morning traffic, school, work, all that kind of thing. Well, good morning. It's early. Been up since 5 o'clock this morning. So I'm on my way to Protea World. Turns out I went to do an online order. See the dawn rising. I went to do an online order on this nursery farm down the southeast of South Australia, and I was waiting for their shop to open on the 1st of May. I actually forgot that it was open for a couple of days and went on about the 4th of May. Well, guess what? It was closed down, inundated with orders. So I called them up and she said, listen, half of the stock that you're seeing on our nursery, like that's available at our nursery to pick up, won't even be available online. She said, you're better off to make the drive. She said, we've had customers that have driven all the way from Queensland. Well, I said, look, I will sort my affairs out here at Noor Gardens and I will make the drive to pick up this tube stock. So Protea, if you know Protea, is a gorgeous, ancient, 300 million old my God, I am aside. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I'm in Stirling. I need some breakfast. So I'm going across the road, which is right in here. So I made it there, and I picked up a bunch of Proteas. I got a couple of every variety that they sell. I also bought some leucadendrons and some leucospermums. Leucospermums are the pincushion flower, if you've seen that, and leucadendrons are these gorgeous moroni top. They call them flowers, but they're very different, and they are flowering 6 to 8 months of the year. So the reason I love Protea so much is because not only Shalaha's coming to visit, not only are they so beautiful, but they are a very ancient flower. It's one of the first flowers on our planet. She only does this when I'm filming a video. Shalaha. They're one of the oldest, most ancient flowers on the earth. And I love that because I'm mad about antiquity. I'm mad about all things ancient. And to know that this flower has survived all the epochs of time, all throughout the ages, is unbelievable to me. So this is a repens, Protea repens. And not only that, the other reason Protea is one of my favorite flowers is because of their durability. They're a fantastic cut flower, and they're a very hardy, drought-tolerant plant. And they're even fantastic dry. And I obviously have a combination here of roses. And I love roses, but roses absolutely have a shelf life, and you cannot, you can dry them, but obviously they don't have they don't keep their same effect like the Protea does. And, they're quite fragile when they are dry. So I love Proteas for that reason. And I just love Proteas in general. I love how furry they are. I love, I just love them. They are a gorgeous flower. I do actually have some growing from seed. There are some varieties that Protea World didn't have that I'm growing from seed, but apparently they don't flower for 3 years. I have some in my nursery, and they have germinated. They have germinated. So I'm hoping I get some flowers of some sort, but we will see. But at least they've grown. And I've bought some from Spain, some seeds from Spain, of a couple of other cultivars that Protea World doesn't have. So it was a huge day, and I really wanted to try and avoid the drive down just because I knew what the drive would mean, and it would mean going to the city and drive it, or at least driving around the city, but going back to, crazy amount of traffic, people, just mad congestion. But I did it. I got in, I got out, I did not mess around, and I basically stayed at Protea World for an hour, got in my car and drove home. of course, getting sushi on the way. And I was absolutely exhausted by the time I went to pick up my chickens at my mother's house and then drove back to my house. It was a huge day, and I was in bed by 7 o'clock. Oh, and it's got a sister, which is, looks like Protea pink mink, but it isn't. It is Nerofolia pink. And I'm just trying to locate it. Protea repens. Here it is. I just love these. I don't know why I love them so much, but I do.